beautiful formations and formidable canyons of northeastern Arizona are a sacred home to the Navajo Nation. Their heritage is measured in millennia, and many of the ancient traces of their intriguing ancestry still lie undiscovered in places. Sagi Canyon, not far from Kayenta, Arizona, is one of them. Sagi, which means in between the rocks, is deep, rugged, and largely inaccessible. The only way in is by a teeth-rattling four-wheel drive trip. A team of educators and students from Jeffco Open School has been given the rare privilege by the Navajo Nation of helping document Sagi's past. In fact, they are the only public school in the country that has a permit to do so. That's Jeffco Open School science teacher Jacob Sleemers at the wheel.
Today we're in search of Puebloan sites, actually any sites, Navajo included, modern, historic, prehistoric, doesn't really matter. In the big picture, we're surveying the Sagi Canyon system, which comprises of several different canyons that come together right here.
We will be working up to those top levels.
Next to him is former BLM ranger, historian, and guide Fred Blackburn, who lives in the Four Corners area.
I think we have very few places left for discovery of this nature. It's unique. It's why I don't want to go back to those areas that are now covered with people, and it's why I am very grateful to the Navajo Nation for limiting people.
The drive finally ends near the Jeffco Open campsite, where the educators, students, and an area photographer commissioned to document their findings prepare to head out. The group has to do their work in all kinds of weather, including spring blizzards. Fortunately, the latest one has moved out, leaving the canyon bathed in warm sunlight. This is no mere field trip. Jeffco Open has been surveying the Sagi Canyon system for 8 years, with each successive class of students building up a body of surface archaeology that is shared with the Navajos, the BLM, and others interested in the Sagi Canyon system story. The kind of work these students are doing here in this canyon is comparable to what college-level archaeology students are doing who are in pursuit of master's degrees.
Sometimes we get more canyons searched because we don't find as much, so we're able to move faster. And other times we may only get a mile or two searched because we find a lot of stuff. So we never really know what we're going to find until we're standing there looking at it.
I mean, we spend quite a bit of time before we even come into the field to making sure that students understand what the proper etiquette would be. I mean, we talk about reverse archaeology in the sense that we're going in, we leave no trace.
The students scan rock faces, trying to distinguish natural weathering from what could be an ancient inscription.
I see like an A.
Okay, so how do we do this? How do we solve what we're looking at? Do we care whether it's a letter or not? What do we do?
No, we copy it down exactly where we can see it.
Then, yeah.
The job is simply to survey, document, and report. Early on, the team finds bits of grayware, common early pottery, scattered at the base of a boulder.
So it would be from the Pueblo 1 area, which is around 950 if I'm not mistaken, but it normally shows first level of like advanced habitation.
But it's just a tease of what awaits them just a few hundred yards away.
Had no idea this stuff was here.
Amazing. It's like thrilling to know that you're the first person to discover this in almost 1,000 years.